Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will talking about leasing, financial leasing, and how can we price this in. So, if we are looking on the lecture video and also on our Excel file which describes our case study, then we can see that actually we have a lease offer for our locomotive. So actually this is what we got several years ago. Mostly lease fee. Actually, it was restricted because it offered an annual mileage of 200,000 kilometers. So actually, to meet our performance, we would like to have 3 of them. But today we are making everything simpler. So let's say that we don't care about this restriction. It's just logistics, and we are dealing with finance. So we are using only one locomotive because it's easier to compare its impacts with the other locomotive. So at first we will build up the interests, and then so how can we build up the pricing, and after that when we finish with this pricing model, then we will adapt it for different locomotives, and after we adapted it, then we will see that how can we integrate this to our case study. So let's see. So first of all, lease pricing. So we are doing this as a standalone, and then we will add it to the script. So lease pricing. So we can say that, okay, what do we need here? Actually, we have to have the asset price. So price equals let's open the case study. Yeah, sorry, vehicles. So we would like to have the common price. Yeah. So 301. For 2.8 and 2.6. Obviously, all of them should be partially multiplied by 10 on 6. So in this case, we will get millions. Yep. Okay, so inputs. Then, if we are jumping to the financial lease and pricing of the financial lease, then we can see that we still have to deal with the residual value, which was considered as 25%. Also, we can have, there is this 0.9, it's coming from US GAAP. We are keeping it here, we don't want to change this. And lifespan. Will be 8. Economic. Obviously the asset can be used after 8 years as well, but it will be not considered as a modern unit. and then I think, yeah, this buzzer multiplicator. Two, because of buzzer. And okay, after we did this, then we have to define the different interest premiums. So first of all, R0 equals the lesser liability interest rate. So if you are checking the Thomson Reuters, then we are going for bonds, corporate bonds, and instruments, curves, yes, and then we can go to Germany, and then we can see that, let's say that the leasing company is issuing a AAA rated 10-year bond. Germany, and in this case the yield would be something like this. Okay, then we have R1, and R1 was, okay, let's say that's 1 and that's 2, doesn't matter. So naturally down payment, let's say it's 0. Also commission, we can consider this also as 0. Then partner risk, R4 equals, and in this case we need the default rate, so time to default divided by the default rate divided by time to default divided by 100 and multiplied thing. So actually still we need some definition. Default rate. And if we are opening the most recent report by Standards and Poor's Global, then actually we can have this global corporate default rates by industry statistics. Oh, come on. Yeah, I did not copy it. Just it's highlighted by the search engine. And here we are looking on the weighted average. Weighted average and transportation. Okay, and the other thing what we need is time to default. Well, we will look for it. Sorry. No, actually it's related to ratings as well, but no, we don't. Ah, still not. By industry. Ah, it's cool. And transportation. Actually, we can see that what is the mean original rating of the industry. It's B. So actually, with the triple B, we are not doing so much harm here. Number of defaults. Let's say that we are using this. Median. Okay, I did not define it so much, but let's say that we are using this. Okay, then let's go back. So we have to divide default rate with the time to default. And also because it's a rate, then we have to divide it by 100, but we have to multiply this with this Basel multiplier because of Basel. Yeah, sorry, we don't have the desired inputs yet, but now we will have it. Cool. Then additional services. Let's say that 3.5 divided by 100. Or maybe we are not, so that would be stupid in this case. Let's say that we are defining this as a function because in this case we can just sum it up and 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can see 6 points. And it's remarkably cheap. Then let's see the annual lease fee. So this was the first point. This will be the second point. Okay. So the lease fee is actually an annuity. So before that we have to calculate the annuity part here. Bracket open, 1 minus 1 plus B11, so the lease rate, bracket closes, it's on the minus D10, which is the time. Let's say TL because we don't want to have conflict within the script later. Bracket closes and divided by B11, which is still the R leads. Good. Okay then. This V equals so we have to take local. Sorry. Because it's a row vector, so we are defining the columns. It's multiplied with the 1 minus residual value. As you were able to see here. Then it should be also multiplied by the 0.9 because it's necessary to see that it's not on full value, and then we have to divide all of this stuff. Actually bracket is not needed because of mathematics, but it's still nicer. Equals 2. So right now let's see that what is happening when we would like to price in the Vectron. The leasing fee is actually lower a bit than the offer from several years ago, but still it's close enough. Still we can say that okay, let's give some money for these people, so let's make this 4. Now it's good. Okay. So we did it. Now we have the lean pricing, but still we have to think about the following issues. So what do we need from the case study? Modifications in the case study. What is necessary? So we have to have the following issues. So in the profit and loss statement, daily usage fee remains the same. Fuel and electricity it will be determined by the locomotive. Maintenance will be 0 because it's a full service lease. 0.8. So it means that when we are modifying this, yeah. So this was, and this will be. Okay, what is the next? Rent, it doesn't matter. Wages, we can fire some people. So wages, finally. No maintenance, personnel needed. So let's see wages. Engineer, technician. So these people can be fired in Austria. These people can be fired, and also these people can be fired. Okay, let's change the order because we are always using Hungary as the last. Let's make a nice consistent structure. So we have to overwrite this. This was the wages, but where the data is coming from. There is a wages function. So here, and that was the old. And this will be the new. So in Czechia, we are firing some people. Here we have 4 of them, and we are missing them for a year. In the case of Österreich, we have 2 of them, and we are missing them for a year as well. Actually, in the practice, maybe I would keep at least 1 people, because it's much nicer if someone has all the knowledge about the technical details, but right now it's a simulated company, so we are looking for the benefits of the full service lease, so that's why we are doing this, and also because it's fun. Okay, what is the next item? Depreciation remains because it doesn't matter. Building, yes. Subsidiaries, gained interest, paid interest, yeah. Actually, it will be affected in many different ways. So let's say that, first of all, debt, overall debt will be affected. We don't have to take up so much loan anymore. So what is our actual debt structure here? Yeah. Oh my. Okay, let's say that hashtag old, and it will be even more disgusting under hashtag new. Actually, minus, we have the price of the vehicle. Yeah. So actually, if it's a negative number, then it's like a reverse. So it will become, yeah, it will be a deposit. Okay, with higher interest rates, but still it's a deposit. Uh, that's a lazy way to calculate this. But at the same time, we have the lease fee. So what will change here? Oh my. Okay. This is also the old. And let's say the new. We are taking everything parts today. Okay, so we have the debt. And now also we have the lease fee. We are adding all this stuff. Actually, you can ask the question that, yeah, but we are lucky because we are doing this leasing in euro basis and it doesn't matter for us. We are focusing only on the Czech krona, so it was also a nice decision to use Czech krona because in this case we are not exposed. Okay, so we did all the modifications. Let's integrate it to our script. Let's copy from here until here everything. And let's insert it. We had the depth. So we have the external factors. Let's put it here because see, financial lease. So we will see that, okay, residual, TL, basal, they should not be in conflict. And also we are changing the numbering here. Okay, I think it's integrated somehow. Then we have to put a lease indicator here. And then we can have the modifications. So we can say that if lease equals 0, then we are keeping the original data. If it's 1, as if this is 1, then they will follow the new. ELS4. Yeah, so we are changing this. Then, which is the next one? Wages. So actually we know that we don't have to modify the PLS here because it's feeding from elsewhere. Wages was somewhere at the beginning. Yeah. So now it looks like this. We don't need this anymore. Okay. Okay, now the depth. So here now it's something like this. It knows very tense, so good. Is 0, is 1, and is supposed to move to the profit and loss statement. Okay guys, let's see that what happened with this. So first of all saving it, and then without switching or turning on the lease, it's able to run, or did we had some mistake or error? We have figure. Ah, it's from residual from last week. Oh, we had the function. Okay, let's turn off the because we don't want to simulate that part anymore. So 2%. 2. No force cycle anymore. Yeah. Yeah, actually no, R is 0 because yeah, it was for the sensitivity analysis. So now it's off, and we can turn back the local 1 to 4 for local. So let's see that index in position 1 is invalid. What have I done? And which index? Yeah, because local. Local. Yeah. So now we can see this familiar picture, which is three-dimensional, but for some reason it's okay, now it's moving. Okay, it's familiar for us, so it shows us that as time passes, we get higher profit because of depreciating forint. And yeah, so it's okay, it works. So let's see that what is the difference. If we are turning on the lease, will it work? First question. No. Why? Asset price, tin, 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 tin. Which says that it's not able to realize that what is asset price, so maybe it's already referred here, but we are defining asset price there. So okay, it's a simple thing because we just move it here. Awesome! We have something which can be considered as a result. I have no idea what is this, but it's colorful and looks perfect. So now what we can see that these are the different locomotives. This is the diesel one, and still we have to compare this with the previous results.